Good evening. It's the start of the Lunar New Year and millions across Hong Kong have been celebrating the most important day of the Chinese calendar. The big highlight today was the annual parade in Tsim Sha Tsui. It featured colourful floats accompanied by local and international performing groups. The parade began at the Cultural Centre and ended at the Sheraton Hotel, giving the holiday crowds a free view along the way. Tens of thousands are expected to gather on both sides of the harbour tomorrow for the other big highlight, the Lunar New Year fireworks, to welcome the Year of the Snake. During earlier celebrations today, revellers flocked to the wishing tree in Tai Po, ate traditional feasts and burned firecrackers, even though that's illegal. ATV's Emily Sue was out and about to have a look.
Villagers in the new territories welcomed the Year of the Snake loud and clear, and illegally this morning. Although firecrackers are banned, the government turns a blind eye to celebrations like this so that the festive mood is not ruined. Other villagers waved goodbye to the Year of the Dragon by sharing festive food. Over 1,000 villagers gathered in Tai Po today to eat pun choi, or the Big Bowl Feast, a famous tradition in which sumptuous Chinese New Year dishes are all cooked and layered into one big bowl to serve an entire table.
Happy New Year, 恭喜發財！恭喜發財！
Jump, stretch, and toss. In Tai Po's Lam Chun village, locals and foreigners from all over come here to throw an orange on the famous wishing tree. The belief is that the higher the oranges land on branches, the more likely their wishes will come true. What are they wishing for?
Well, I just got married, so hopefully I have a baby soon as well.
Earn more money, I guess, and everyone have a good health for the new year to come.
I hope that my job goes well here and I stay healthy and happy. I'm easily pleased, you know.
Prosperity for the whole community and for Hong Kong to be stable.
All of them spent $20 to buy an orange, wrote their wishes on a red piece of paper, and tied it to a string before throwing it up onto the tree. But what they may not know is that the orange is fake and the tree isn't real. This is the real wishing tree. It collapsed in 2005 because it couldn't take the weight of all the heavy fruit. So when the fiberglass wishing tree was put up a couple of years ago, authorities replaced real oranges with plastic ones that are much lighter. But most say they don't mind it.
Well, as long as the spirit's there, I think it's okay.
I think it's more environmentally friendly. Shouldn't really waste food. So.
Yeah, I think it's just like a gesture to, for good luck. So it doesn't really matter if it's real or fake.
You may not be able to throw real oranges into the real tree anymore, but people still flock here to make a wish and throw these plastic ones instead. Hope mine comes true. Emily Sue, ATV News.
The celebrations began last night as millions welcomed the Year of the Snake with eating, drinking and making merry. A big highlight was the traditional rush to pray for good fortune at Wong Tai Sin Temple. Carrying incense sticks and paper windmills, thousands of worshippers flocked to Wong Tai Sin Temple last night to pray for a prosperous Year of the Snake. There was the usual mad dash to be the first to place their offerings on the altar at the stroke of midnight. While most worshippers prayed for happiness, health and wealth, some simply came to soak up the festive atmosphere.
Just to get to know more their local culture, you know, enjoy the vibe, the feeling, and just, you know, wish everybody a Gong Hei Fat Choi.
The Chinese temple, home to Taoism, Buddhism and Confucianism, opened its doors to visitors overnight. Over in Victoria Park, it seemed the chilly weather on Lunar New Year's Eve did not dampen the moods of revellers as tens of thousands flocked to the New Year market. Many were hoping to snap up last-minute cut-price bargains as the week-long fair drew to a close in the early hours of this morning. Having slashed prices from $38 a pair to $40 for 2 pairs, this sock vendor was hoping to attract more customers. But this seller of cushions said business was so good he might raise prices. Crowds began to disperse as dawn broke, leaving behind tons of rubbish at the park. Dozens of workers from the Food and Environmental Hygiene Department were called in this morning to clean up the mess. In an effort to reduce waste, green groups have set up collection points for unsold flowers and trees. The pots of tangerine trees will be sent to elderly homes and charities. With the Lunar New Year falling on a weekend, workers will be enjoying a 5-day holiday until Wednesday. Many have taken the opportunity to leave town for a short trip, with Japan being the most popular destination. This family of 3 plan to spend $80,000 for a trip to Hokkaido, and they don't mind paying a bit more as long as they have fun. Travel agencies said despite a 15% rise in package tour fees, most tours to Japan were fully booked before the holidays as people try to reap the benefits of a weakening Japanese yen. The Immigration Department said more than 860,000 people had left town since Saturday. Mainland China has also been celebrating the Lunar New Year with prayers, parties and the annual Spring Festival Gala. But the traditional fireworks in Beijing were noticeably more subdued after the government urged restraint because of severe pollution. ATV's Arthur Kyola reports.
Fireworks lit up the Beijing sky last night as the capital welcomed the Year of the Snake. However, the celebrations appeared quieter than in previous years after the government urged restraint in the wake of very high pollution levels recorded recently in the city. With 23 days of heavy pollution last month, nearly double from a year earlier, sales of fireworks and firecrackers are reportedly down 37%. The fireworks began later than usual and peaked at midnight, before dying down earlier than normal as well. There was also a significant drop in the number of injuries and fire emergencies this time around. Freezing temperatures didn't stop thousands of revelers from flocking to Beijing's Lama Temple to ring in the new year. They offered prayers with the traditional practice of burning incense sticks and kowtowing 3 times. Others took turns ringing the giant bell, which is believed to ward off evil and bring good luck and prosperity. Some threw coins at an ancient urn in the belief that getting them through one of the slots will see your wishes granted in the year ahead. Officially, the New Year was greeted in style as Canadian diva Celine Dion was the special guest at the annual Spring Festival Gala. It's the first time an international star has taken part in the event. To mark the occasion, she sang a traditional Chinese folk song, Jasmine Flower.
I had wonderful people in the studio with me, helping me to understand the meaning of the song. But even in between the lines, between what you sing, you have to feel the music. You have to feel the passion. It's very difficult to pinpoint passion. It's very difficult to pinpoint emotion. This is something that is around us. And I think it lives through music.
Meanwhile, visitors were flocking to this zoo in Guangzhou's Panyu district to catch a glimpse of a massive snake on display. At 8 meters long and weighing in at 100 kilos, this is one of the largest bred in captivity. However, the sleepy serpent didn't seem to care for the attention and did not act very lively. Staff at the zoo said that's because she's pregnant and needs to sleep. In Macau, there were traditional lion dances by the ruins of St. Paul's Cathedral. An observation tower is also open this week for those wishing to set off firecrackers. People were also flocking to temples in the city to offer prayers for good luck. Macau Chief Executive Fernando Choi was out to ring in the new year. Arthur Akula, ATV News.
Financial Secretary John Tsang has promised help for the middle class in his forthcoming budget, while warning people not to rush into buying homes. He foresees a better year ahead for Hong Kong's economy, despite uncertainties in the global financial market. Here's Emily Sue.
With home prices reaching an all-time high, you would expect a drop in property transactions. But that's not happening in Hong Kong, as prices continue to soar and people are still rushing to buy homes after the market decided that government measures to cool prices were ineffective. Financial Secretary John Tsang thinks otherwise. In his Chinese-only blog, Zhang said today that the property market has always followed a cyclical pattern, which means prices will not go up indefinitely. He warned young people not to rush into buying homes in the short term, describing that as very risky. Much of the government's focus has been to build more subsidized homes and tackle poverty. But that has seen middle-class families feeling left out, as they also struggle with the surging cost of living. Families with young children are especially vulnerable to soaring home rents and school fees. The finance chief acknowledged the situation and promised to do more to relieve their burden in his upcoming budget, which will be unveiled on the 27th of this month. Tsang remains optimistic about Hong Kong's economy in the Year of the Snake, saying it will fare slightly better than in the Year of the Dragon. But he warned there are still uncertainties in the international markets, which could spell trouble for Hong Kong. Emily Su, ATV News.
Acting Chief Executive Carrie Lam visited the Wishing Tree in Tai Po, where she prayed that Hong Kong people would enjoy good health, get married and have babies. Lam also promised that the government will protect the city's core values and develop the economy to help improve livelihoods. ATV's Anne-Marie Sim reports.
Carrie Lam joined hundreds of people at the Wishing Tree in Tai Po this morning, where she took part in the Lunar New Year tradition of writing lucky words on red paper, known as Fai Chun, to boost the chances of good fortune. Lam wrote one for Hong Kong, wishing everyone good health and a happy home life in the Year of the Snake. The acting chief executive told reporters that she also made a wish for students, hoping they would do well in school. Lam noted that Valentine's Day was around the corner, so she hoped people would get married soon and have babies. Do your part for Hong Kong, she joked. Lam also made a New Year's promise from the government to protect Hong Kong's core values and develop the economy. Only if the economy's good will people's livelihoods improve, she said. Before leaving the Wishing Tree, Lam denied she had told the Tai Po District Council to build a plaza in the area by using a $100 million grant set aside for signature projects. Lam then headed to the Lok Ma Chau control point to visit immigration and customs staff on duty there. Accompanied by Immigration Director Chan Kwok Ki, Lam inspected the immigration control point and praised frontline customs staff for monitoring the parallel trading of infant milk formula. She thanked them for their work and for sharing intelligence with their Shenzhen counterparts about traders trying to smuggle milk powder across the border. Lam made sure she wished immigration staff and members of the public a happy Lunar New Year before she left.
Democratic Party Chairwoman Emily Lau has warned of a turbulent year ahead, saying incoming President Xi Jinping will focus more on China's world standing than improving rights and freedoms. She will also forward concerns to the United Nations next month that the chief executive is stalling on democratic reform here. Arthur Akiola reports.
Arthur Akiola, ATV News.
China is mourning the death of Zhuang Zedong, the table tennis star who played a key role in the ping-pong diplomacy that normalised Sino-US relations in the 1970s. Zhuang is famous for approaching US table tennis player Glenn Cohen in Japan in 1971, which set in motion a chain of events that led to an American team touring China that year. The following year, Richard Nixon became the first US president to visit communist China. Zhuang had been suffering from cancer. He was 73. Now for a look at other news making international headlines, starting with a massive blizzard leaving 9 people dead in the northeastern US. A major cleanup is underway after the intense snowstorm left hundreds of thousands of homes and businesses without power. Powerful way 6 months to make this move. In local sports, Hong Kong have missed out on a place in the Lunar New Year Cup final after they were beaten by South Korean side Busan Park. The local League 14 quickly... The weather forecast for the next few days, cloudy with sunny intervals tomorrow and cool in the morning. Temperatures will range from 16 to 20 degrees, sunny periods on Tuesday and Wednesday, and you can expect some rain patches after that. Here's a look at the weather around the world. That's all the news for now. Thanks for watching ATV. I'm Britton Clennett. Enjoy your Lunar New Year holiday. Good night.